You think the Cowboys are cooked? I mean, I think they're cooked, but mathematically, this is why when we talked about it last week or a couple of weeks ago with Jerry Jones saying, hey, it's not crazy to say Mike McCarthy will be back. I think these are the games he's looking at. So they already got the Commanders, they got the Giants, knocked them out on Thanksgiving. So here we are. And I think he looks at this as a prime opportunity. The Bengals, who can't defend anybody, they're fun to watch on offense, but defensively they're a mess. I think Jerry Jones looks at it and say, we can get to 6-7. Hey, we're still in the conversation.
They get to 6-7. They'll be 2 games behind the Commanders, who are off this weekend at 8-5. So they already have the win over Washington, which kind of sparked this belated resurgence. Next up, the Panthers, a game the Cowboys should win. Buccaneers, Sunday Night Football, won't be easy. At the Eagles, won't be easy if the Eagles are still playing for something like chasing the 1 seed. And then the Commanders to finish the season. So they would have to make up. If they win on Monday night, they have to make up 1 game in the next 3 to make Week 18 basically winner take all for the 7th seed. That's how it would go. Because if the Cowboys, as a game behind, beat the Commanders, force a tie, head-to-head tiebreaker, if those are the only 2 teams with that record, boom, Cowboys are in. So they're not done. They're not done. Now, would they beat the 2 seed? Probably not.
No.
I mean, they haven't been a good postseason team. 12-5, 12-5, 12-5, and done. But getting to the playoffs this year after the way they started, maybe it does save Mike McCarthy.
Yeah, I think it would, and that would be the motivation for the Cowboys to save his job. It's not like they would get into the playoffs and say to themselves, nobody wants to see us coming to town. Watch out. No. You're as a 7 seed, taking on whoever the 2 seed is going to be in the NFC is going to be a great team, because we know how top-heavy the NFC is, thanks to the NFC North. So whoever they play in the first round on the road, they'll probably get smashed. But I'll say this, it's pretty simple for the Cowboys, a simple way of looking at it. They have to win every game, and they have to hope the Commanders collapse. That's it. That's how they get into the playoffs. The Commanders have to collapse, and the Cowboys have to win other games. Because that cluster we were looking at there, that 5-7 and 6-6, I can see them passing some of those teams. I mean, the Rams have the Bills. That's a tough game for them. They're 6-6. The Seahawks have the Cardinals. It's a tough game for the Cardinals. So there's going to be some movement there in that 5-7, 6-6 cluster. But the real issue is the Commanders are 8-5, and you're 5-7. So you need something miraculous to happen to get into that position.
And you're right, you need both, because if you don't catch fire, it's going to be one of the other teams, second-place team in the NFC South or NFC West, that ends up passing both teams by and stealing the 7th seed and the right to go to Philadelphia and lose by 25. But who knows? Who knows? Hi, it's Mike Florio. Thanks for watching PFT on YouTube. Hit subscribe for the latest news and analysis from Pro Football Talk.